All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Jug, Cooking and Traveling with Jug Brown.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you're new, and also my father's new jerk seasoning. You can grab it at
www.jugsjamaicanjerk.com. It's very good. I've been getting really good reviews. Yeah, go grab it. Check me out. You can check me out on YouTube at Jugs Jamaican Jerk LLC. On Facebook, the same way, Jugs Jamaican Jerk LLC. Yeah, so let's get right into what we're cooking this week. So this week we're making Jamaican style steamed fish. And as you can see, I have the fish right here. And I have the seasonings, the raw seasonings right here. And then to my side I have my powdered seasoning I'm going to be using. So let's get into it. So let me grab a spoon. Alright, now Joe, let's grab some gloves. I'm going to show you how to do this. This is very easy, by the way. Very, very easy. I'm going to start with the seasoning that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using tablespoon of black pepper. I got to grab salt. Let me grab some salt. And just about the same, a tablespoon of whatever salt you have. You can use sea salt, iodized salt. And then right here, straight from Jamaica, I have this fish seasoning. So I'm going to use a tablespoon also. All right. We're going to mix that all together. And we are going to, I'm going to give my fish a nice little slice the last night. So we can rub the seasoning inside of it. So I have two types of fish. I have a parrotfish. If you're from the islands, you probably know what a parrotfish is. And this fish, I forgot the name of it. I think it's perch. But it's, I had some last week. It's so nice and juicy. But this week was a rough week for us, man. Like, all right, come on, Angel. So you're going to grab the seasoning. We're going to grab the fish. And just, you're going to grab the fish. Let me show you. And you're going to go like this. Sprinkle it. And then where I cut, you're going to sprinkle it in the cut. Sprinkle it. So, I need to cut this one. Hold on, let me grab a sharper knife. Yep. Yeah, so we had a rough week this weekend. I was in the hospital for a little bit. And then when I got out of the hospital, Nigel, go ahead, Nigel.
I went to the hospital.
Show me, what I show you. So you're going to grab the fish. Grab the fish. And then you're going to grab the seasoning and sprinkle it inside of it. Get nice. And then where I cut it right there, just sprinkle it inside of there too. And the same you're going to do for this one. Just sprinkle the seasoning inside. As for the seasoning, you can use salt and black pepper. Salt and black pepper. Most people just use salt and black pepper, you know, in their seasoning, or whatever kind of fish seasoning that you use. All right, so now move over to the side now. Yes, right, get it nice. And we're gonna leave this for our sauce. So now that our fish is seasoned, we're gonna put them to the side because we're not gonna put the fish in the pot yet. So we're gonna put them to the side. So that's our pot that we're gonna put the fish in. So we're gonna grab some water. Yeah, so like I was saying, I was in the hospital. Then Nigel's school bus had an accident. So like when I got out of the hospital, he was in the hospital. So now he got a neck injury and all these things. But Nigel, tell people about the accident.
So we were just driving to school, and as we got to school, we were like all the way down the hill, and it's like a gap between like one of the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
So the school bus in front of us was rolling back like fast, and the bus driver was just beeping the horn, and I'm thinking everything's cool. I didn't think the bus was rolling back at us. I didn't see it, so I was just looking back just seeing what happened, and all I felt was a boom, and my neck like
snapped back and
snapped against the seat, and
all this other good stuff, and we, so now we're dealing with that. But again, if you're new, like, subscribe, share. Jugs Jamaican. Well, I gotta tongue twister.
Jugs Jamaican.
Cooking and traveling with Jug Brown. Cooking and traveling with Jug Brown. So now that we get back into the cooking, first, again, this is a really easy dish. This is like not hard at all. It's gonna take no time to cook. So right here, as you can see, I have my seasoning. We have our seasoning pre-cut. So now, Joe, go ahead and grab. That's tomato. Throw the tomato in there. The water. We have okra. Okra. You have to have okra in your steamed fish. Put this okra in there.
Never had it before.
Okra. Then we have garlic. We have bell pepper, red, green, and yellow. We have carrots. Yeah, we're gonna put everything in. We have onions. We have green onions. We have ginger, thyme, and this is a Maggi bouillon. So I use a Maggi bouillon, to flavor. Pimento seed, and then, like always, I always have my real Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper that I put in there. I don't burst it. I just drop it in there for flavor. So now that we're done. Alright, so now one of the other main ingredients is butter. It's a nice dollop of butter. And you cannot go wrong with butter. It don't matter how much butter you add. And like, as for the seasonings too, you don't have to have, you just use your discretion on the seasoning. It doesn't have to be this amount, however you like it. If you like onion, you use a lot of onions. If you don't like onions, use a little bit. Whatever seasons you like, just add it to it. So now we need a little bit more water. We're going to add a little bit more water. All right. So this is what I'm about to put on the stove first. So I'm going to cook that because fish don't take a long time to cook. Typically, steamed fish take 8 minutes to cook. So, but you have to cook because you have carrots, You know, you have okras. You know, you want your fish to be flavored really nice. So I'm gonna add. Right now, I'm gonna add a little bit of, like about a teaspoon or less, like a half a teaspoon of garlic salt or garlic powder work the same. Maggi. You always got to add Maggi to your fish to flavor it, and that's about like a half a teaspoon also. Because you got to remember, you got to be light with the seasonings because the fish is already seasoned. You know what I mean? So just be light with the seasoning. You know, Goya adobo. It's like, this is almost like what's that other season called? I forgot the name of it. Shit. When I remember, I'll say it. But you add like, I'd add like a half a teaspoon also. So again, I have my okra, my green onions or scallions, my onion, my bell pepper, my tomato, my carrot, my thyme, my pimento seed, and then a good dollop of butter.
Pepper.
And then my Jamaican pepper, and then you season, right? So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put the seasoning to cook. I'm gonna put the, you know, all the seasoning to cook. Yeah, and then I'm also gonna add a little bit of the like my mixed seasoning, you know, just for flavor. But like I'm saying, steamed fish is very easy to cook. I mean, you get your raw seasoning, your onion, you cook that down first, like I'm doing right now. You season your fish, you put it to the side, you let that cook, you know, and then you're gonna add your fish. But we're gonna get to that in a minute. But yeah, so like again, if you are not subscribed, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cooking and Traveling with Jug Brown. There's a lot to come. I'm working on a few things, a few big things in the near future. So stay tuned and stay a part of it. Subscribe, follow, share.
Like, subscribe. Share if you're new.
Share if you're new. Yeah. You know what I mean? Nigel, what you gotta say?
I have nothing to say. That's it. But
yes, so this is what your fish broth or, you know, your seasoning should look like. Just giving it like another 5 to 7 minutes to cook down, and then I'm gonna put my fish in and let my fish simmer for another 8 minutes. All right, so stay tuned for the finished product. Steamed fish different. All right, so I cook steamed fish different from a lot of people. Like, so because I don't want my fish to break or anything like that. So once I'm finished, once my my seasoning is cooked, which they are right now, what I'm gonna do is, it's cooked. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna pour half of the seasoning in this pan, right? Right? Now we're gonna place the fish on top of those seasonings. So just like that. And then my next step is,
bam. Is the port on?
Yeah, grab it and pour it over it. Yep. All over it. Yep. So that way the fish is not all the way at the bottom of the pot and it will stick. And then I'm gonna pour it right back on. So in about 8 minutes, in about 8 to 10 minutes, this fish will be ready. And we will be back with the final and finished product. All right? So there you have it, the finished product. Jamaican style steamed fish. There you have it. Jamaican style steamed fish with all that nice juice. You see how thick the juice get? And if you're a true Caribbean person, you will get some crackers and throw in the pot. But you know, nowhere around here sell crackers, so that was a hard commodity to get. Yep. So the finished product, Jamaican style steamed fish. So join me next time when me and Nigel cook a really nice Jamaican dish for you. Like we said, go subscribe to the channel, follow, and share. Go to my page, www.jugsjamaicanjerk.com. Order you some jerk seasoning. You know, we gotta support each other. All right.